that way.
Nice. Me too. Sometimes I don't like to go live on YouTube, but
I never feel like that I'm being myself 100% when I'm being recorded, streamed.
yeah, yeah,
But it's okay, no problem. It's part of the process.
for sure.
Nothing's perfect.
Of course, yeah. All right, Breno, let's start. Do you know how Talk and Talk works, right?
Yeah, I've been here for about 5 or 6 months, but I was trying to get different persons to talk to because I was always trying to establish a conversation with the same persons always. And then today I was looking for different persons, and Sarah Homanuel was the first that show up, and then I was trying to figure out how it would be.
Nice. That's nice to have you here. It's nice to talk with different people because of the accent and the speed that the person talks. I realize that sometimes I talk really fast, so I'm trying to slow down my pace. I don't know if you know another Sarah here on Talk and Talk.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, she talks very slowly, and I like that rhythm, but I'm not. I cannot do that slow rhythm, so I'm trying to do what I can to slower a little. All right. So let me introduce myself. My name is Sarah. I am 26. I work as a software developer. I live in Viçosa, Minas Gerais. And I don't know what else. I don't like football, but I cheer for Flamengo because of my boyfriend. So I like coffee, I like pizza, and that's it. What about you?
All right. I'm 30 years old. I'm married. I have no kids, and I'm from São Luís, Maranhão, and but I had the experience to live in different places in Brazil, such as Ceará, Curitiba, Paraná as well. Curitiba was the longest period I spent in a different place besides my hometown. So I spent like almost 3 years in Curitiba, and now I'm living abroad. I'm in Canada, East Canada, for 6 months. And the reason I'm here in Talk and Talk is just to develop my ability to communicate better because I believe that I can understand others almost 100%. Of course, will we won't be perfect because we are always learning new vocabularies. In Portuguese, it's the same, but I believe that having these connections as we are having here is good to, improve our self-esteem. It's not always about learning the language, but uh, being confident. You know what I mean? Because yeah, I would have the opportunity, for example, to go out and talk to persons on the street, for example, but I rather to be here, and train to go to the battle after that. So that's why I'm here. And yeah, I like uh, to work out when I have the opportunity to do that. Recently, I'm not doing anything like that. I have I need to get back to it, by the way. And but I like to play video games and to watch random videos, comedy videos online, and watch movies. And I work with video, by the way, so I'm videographer and photographer. I would say I'm a media specialist because I work, I go through different medias and platforms, just not video or photography or editing video. I do a little bit of everything in advertising field.
Nice. That's so nice. Thank you for sharing. Why did you go to Canada? Did you had a work opportunity there?
Yeah,
Opportunity there.
yes, I got this opportunity. I've been trying to get a job abroad since 2013. So it's almost 10 years trying hard, and then I got this opportunity and then I come here. It's through job offer, yes.
Nice. And do you intend to stay there forever?
Yeah. For now, yes. As far as I can experience, yes, I'm having a good experience. I have no plans to come back to Brazil. Yeah, I would like to stay.
How are you adjusting the new country? Do you miss Brazil a lot?
I miss uh some, and I don't miss Brazil a lot because I always traveled abroad and it was an old dream since I started to traveling. I always had this dream, so I feel realized in life. I'm not sure if this is the word, but you know what I mean. So I feel good, and I just miss, as everyone, like food and family as well. But you have to make choices in life, and even if you decide to stay in Brazil, you have to deal with the consequences of staying in Brazil, right?
Yeah.
So I decided to come, and then I have to deal with the consequences of coming to Canada. So that is being far from my family, for example, but I rather to focus on my future first, and instead of being in my, in the same place as always. I understand that people has different purpose in life, and but talking about my experience, I would say that, for example, family comes first always, but I have to think on my family too, and I'd rather to build this stage in life here, my career, and focus on my career, or maybe get a citizenship in the future. And after that, if I want, I can come to Brazil, for example, and then spend some time there and then come here. I would say that it's better because I'm not positive with the economics in Brazil. Of course, that it happens all around the world. For example, in Latin America, but in Europe, they are struggling with economics too. So yeah, that's it. That's a little bit of why I decided to come here.
Nice, nice. That is nice because I don't imagine myself going to another country to live there. But as you said, we have different purposes in life. And I don't know, I can imagine living myself far from my family, I don't know if it's because I don't have a family of my own, like I don't have a husband and kids and something to look up for. I have a boyfriend, but we are not married as you are. So it's different. Okay, so let's start with the questions. Today we're going to talk about gambling. I don't know if you have the questions, right? Yeah, okay. So let's start. What comes to mind when you hear the word gambling? Your mic is off.
Yes, I was asking if you were hear me. I was just got confused a little bit. Okay. The first thing that comes to my mind is Vegas. But
Nice.
second one, I would add, for example, those games, old games that we had when we were kids, that you put 25 cents, like centavos, and then you can wait to the lighting point to go around the game, and then, and if good, and if match in a space that you can win some more money, so you got lots of 25 coins. I miss
Nice.
those times.
Oh, I didn't remember that, but that was
I
nice.
can I can hear I can hear the sound of it, right?
Great. For me, I remember poker, like a poker table, round poker table with a lot of people smoking in those movies with the dark light and one spotlight only above the table. And I don't know, a lot of men smoking and drinking and playing poker. That is what I think when I hear the word gambling. Question number 2. Have you ever been to a horse race or a casino?
Never. I've never been to a horse race or casino.
Do you want to?
Not at all. I don't like those kinds of games. Yeah, I'd rather to work hard and save money or try to invest in another time in another way than, investing on games. I don't think it's
Nice.
smart. And it might be, addicting as well. So
Yeah,
I'd rather to stay away of it.
of course. I've never been to those places, but I am curious. I am a curious person, so I've always wanted to go to like a casino, Vegas, and a horse race. Uh, yeah, okay, just for the experience because it's not very.
I
I don't
know.
get very excited when I hear the horse race.
Yeah, sure. I'm not trying to be like 100% against it because, for example, I would like to, if I visit Vegas, of course, I would visit those places to take some pictures or something like that. So I would say that it's not like going to zoos, for example, because I have personally a point of view really um, aggressive about against zoos because I don't like the idea of having animals, in zoos. I'm not vegan, I'm not vegetarian or nothing like that, but I don't like it. So I wouldn't visit zoos, for example, but I would visit casinos, even if I don't agree of what they do, you know?
Yeah, that does make sense for me. I share the same point of view that you have. I visited zoos when I was younger, and then one day with something happened with a lion in a zoo. I don't know if you remember. I think it was a lion. I don't know, some news about a lion being not addicted, drugged, and he was like with a how can I say that? I forgot the word. He was like a blob. I don't know if that's a word. A blob, like the whole day just sad and with the closed eyes. So that was when I stopped looking at zoos as a good way to have fun, you know. I rather
Yeah,
go to, I don't know, a museum.
I think it's something old, and there's a word for this. I just forgot it. Yeah, it's old.
Yeah. And the horse race, I think it matches the zoo in this situation. You know, you put in a horse to a condition that is not good for them. I didn't even think about this. Yeah, that's a good point to think about. I've never realized that I wouldn't go to a horse race because of my principles. Okay, question number 3. Do you think gambling is good or bad for gamblers?
I'd say it's not always good. It's always bad, but at the same time, I believe that each one has the freedom of doing whatever they want in life, and if makes the person happy, so he or she can do it because if he or she feels good with it, we are. Uh, I rather to stay, you know, a way of trying to get involved, to personal um, uh, choices of others. Of course we
Yeah.
can talk, we can, if I have, if they are open persons, people, I can talk to them if they are friends, for example. But in general, I'd say it's bad, but I know I agree with the idea that people are free to do whatever they want, especially if they were rich, because if they are rich, they have more chances to stay playing it without worrying too much about
Yeah,
losing everything.
for sure. Yeah, I think the same. I think for me it's bad because it can be addicted, but I don't know, it's like when someone is addicted to drugs or alcohol, they only gonna change if they want to change. So there's nothing you can do to change their minds. You can support them, you can help them if they are family, friends, but you cannot convince them that you are right. Okay, what makes people so addicted to gambling?
I would say is that I would say that it's the idea of the hoping, the expecting to get something, because I have someone, it's not too close, but it's someone that I know, I've knew personally, and this person loves, for example, uh, loterias da caixa, and then he is addicted to it because he
Mhm.
does that like every week. For sure, every week. I wouldn't say every day, but every week he's playing. Even if he doesn't have money, he figure out a way to get a money to play, at Lotto Mania or something like that. Even the cheapest one that you just expend R$ 5 or two reais to play. But I feel sad because yeah, it's addicting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say that because of it, because they are always expecting to, it's just, it's more about the feeling that, it's more related to emotions than being rational.
of course. I think you escape a little uh, outside of your reality. In every addiction case, you escape from reality. So in this case, you go to a casino, you forget about your problems, you expect to win, and when you do win, I think if you get that reward that you were expecting, even if it is as a little reward, and then this reward makes you keep going and going and going. I think that is why gambling is so get people addicted. Okay, question number 5. What forms of gambling are legal and illegal in your country?
Um, I don't know. In Brazil, of course, we know that the ones that are regulated by the government, uh, that the government, for example, has the chance to get a small percent of the money, they are legal. But the ones that you are not, for example, you don't have the chance to give money or pay taxes on it, so they are illegal, considered illegal, right?
Mhm.
I personally don't think it's fair, because I feel like not too fair. I don't think it's a good idea. For example, because we have those games in family or friends, especially in the end of the year, that we we hang out and we try to do this. I don't know how to say apostas, but um, we
It's
do
gambling.
some, yeah, we do those little gambles between family and trying to earn money, but it's just for fun. And saying that it is illegal, it's too much, in my opinion. I don't know anything about Canada. I'm not sure if you remember something.
No, I don't. But I keep thinking like I don't hear much about gambling places, like illegal gambling places in Brazil, as much as we see on movies in the United States. Because there they can legally gamble in casinos. So I think it happens a lot that they have illegal places to gamble. I don't know, to earn more money, to don't pay taxes. But here I don't know a lot of places. I don't see in the newspaper, in the news actually, not newspaper, places with the illegal gambling, just the bicho, jogar no bicho, I think is an illegal place, but it's only that. So I don't know if
Yeah,
we have like
it's the most
this
famous
whole
case
thing.
that we have, Jogo do Bicho.
Yeah, I don't know if you have this whole thing about, oh, this is so illegal here in Brazil. No, we don't. I think it's we care more about marijuana and drugs that are illegal than gambling places.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Um, 6. Have you ever been to a horse race? Oh, I I copied two
Gotcha.
questions.
I'm glad.
That's okay. We have 12, so we have questions for spare. 7. Do you think online gambling is dangerous?
Yeah. Despite the idea that gambling is always dangerous, I would add that online is even more because you are exposed to virus. Yeah, because yeah, just because of it, but it's the same dangers, but it's normally it's the same dangers, but it's even more because the virus, you are more exposed to it. You can I don't know. I don't trust too much on the internet. I'm always, skeptical about everything. You work in that field. I'm not sure if you have probably you have more, um knowledge to talk about it than me, but I don't like the idea of having everything on internet. I just have the essential, like email. I have one Instagram account that I use, carefully, so carefully, like it's private, not everyone can access, not everyone can access my, my photos and everything. And that's all. I just have this Facebook account because people here in Canada, they communicate a lot in Facebook, on Facebook, but I didn't share anything. I avoid to click on like, for example, because I don't want that the marketplace or the Facebook, owners know what I'm doing and showing me marketing, offers. So yeah, that's me. I'm really skeptical about online playing.
That's so weird because you are more careful than I am. I gave up. I stopped caring about that because I don't know, internet is such a big and dangerous and unknown world, and I don't know if I can fight against that. So I do like the basics. I lock my Instagram account. I don't accept everyone who invites me to follow, but I am a puppy of internet. Like I click on everything that I like. I watch videos about reviews of products that I want to buy. So everything that I want to buy one day is here on the internet. And if someone wants to give me a present, they can just look on
Yeah,
my
yeah.
my
No,
browser.
actually, me too. It's just because, for example, sometimes they are always showing you new apps, for example, or extensions that you can use to improve your navigation on
Mhm.
some website. So I avoid to install, new extensions and things like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, of course, I use YouTube for, looking for funny videos or products. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think I take the basic care in internet is different from my parents. For example, they click in everything they receive in WhatsApp, and that is dangerous, I think.
Yeah.
And mostly they believe in everything they hear on the internet. That is, for me, is more dangerous than just clicking because I don't know, it's in your mind.
Yes.
Um, about the question, do you think online gambling is dangerous? I would add that in online gambling, you are restricted to your house and your computer, and it's physically bad for your health. I can see these
Mm-hmm.
effects on me because I get the computer all day long and my legs are hurting, my eyes are hurting. I have to do exercise every day and I have to go outside of my house to uh, amplify my vision because I only get uh, I can only I spend my day only looking at the screen of my computer. So physically is bad for my health.
Yes,
Okay,
that's true.
question number 8.
I also have this eye sensibility or, too much light.
Yeah, and you spend your day almost in a computer also, right?
Yes, 50-50. Because I
Ah, you
edit
spend
and but I
recording.
also, yes, hmm
Nice.
on meetings or outside, uh, producing some content, stuff like that. But yeah, but 50% of the time I'm in front of the computer.
Yes, we have to adjust our habits to that. I was not very used to having to lift up the chair and walk in my house because my legs were, how can I say that? With a bad circulation of blood. I have this genetic problem like varices and etc. So that makes my legs very hurtful. And there's a risk of thrombose. I don't know how to say that in English. If you spend a lot of time
I
sitting.
know. I know. Yeah, I don't have those things, but I'm starting to feel my back a lot, you know, and sometimes it's killing me. But I would say that if you, for example, invest some time on, um, of course, doing exercise and everything, it helps a lot. But at the same time, if you go to the mesotherapist,
Yeah,
it would be really nice. And or chiropractic or buying a new chair. I can see that you have a good chair there. It's important to a good, bed. It's not bed, it's mattress. Yeah, good mattress. It's important.
nice. Yeah, that was one of the first investments that I did buying this chair because my back was very, it was bad. I am only 26 and I was feeling like an 80-year-old woman. Okay, let's go to next question. I see that I repeated one more question. So let's go to question number 5. What kind of criminal activities are associated with gambling?
I've heard that in other countries as Spain, Italy, and some countries in the Asia continent, where gambling are legal, they are related to drug dealers sometimes. But I'm not sure if it's something uh real. Probably I'm doing, having this idea because I see in the movies. But yeah, I've heard that some countries they mix things, and gambling and mafia, and it's all they are involved in something like that. So you could say that gambling is more um is more easy to find, uh, in the bad scenario than in a good scenario.
Hello.
Hello?
Now I can hear you. Sorry, my internet disconnected and then
No
connected
problem.
again. Yeah, the mafia thing was a good point because in movies I've always seen like mafia people gambling, like poker, gaming, and that
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, question number 10. Do you think the life of a professional gambler is a glamorous one? Mm.
Can you answer that first so I can understand more about the question?
Yeah, a professional gambler, like someone who plays poker online. My boyfriend has a cousin who earns his life by playing poker online. And I don't think it's a glamorous life, but is a life like a YouTube YouTuber or an influencer. I think they earn more money in the digital field, and they earn it's not an easy money because they also work as everyone, but I think is it's a bigger amount of money compared to, I don't know, common works like working at a store, working at a bank, and that stuff. Do you understand the question? Do you want me to repeat?
Yes, I do. No, I get that. I was just trying to see if I could have some example of that because this is the first time that I heard about a professional glamor, because when I hear that word, it might be more related about someone that really know how to make money,
Oh,
but it's not someone that work as a glamor, like a profession. But
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Um, mm, mm, I don't know. It depends. Yeah, probably it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that also is a new profession, as a lot of professions nowadays. So I don't know how is the his day by day, you know. I don't know if he has to wake up early, if he has to work on weekends, go to events about poker. I don't know.
But there's this documentary really nice that you should watch on Netflix that talks about these young guys that they are really good on making money, you know, but they are more hustlers than gamblers, you know. They stole money from people instead of gaming, you know. But yeah, but
What is
then
the
let me
name?
see if I can find the name of it. Just hold on a sec.
Yes,
Let me check here on the
please.
YouTube.
I am curious. Apostando tudo? Win it all?
No, it's a. I was about to talk in Portuguese. It's a documentary.
Oh,
So you have different episodes on that, you know.
nice.
So let me just see an example of here, like Netflix. Guy rich, Norwegian girl. How can I say gulp in English? Do you
A
know?
con, like a con man. Golpe.
Gulp, yeah, like
Let me
gulp
see.
on the internet.
Coupe. C-O-U-P. No, this is
I
French.
got it. I got it. Just hold on a sec.
Okay.
All right. Here's I wrote the name of the documentary for you.
Tinder Windler.
Yes.
But it's like is it related with Tinder? The app?
Yeah, the episode is related to Tinder, you know, because he tried to get, you know, the attention of some girls on Tinder, for example, and
Oh,
and yeah, it's interesting. You can look for it then.
yes. Oh my God. Nice one. Thank you. Okay. So maybe his life is glamorous
Yeah,
because he cheats on people like
yeah.
he
Hey, Sarah, I just realized that I have an appointment like in 10 minutes, so I think I need to go earlier today.
That's okay. You want to
But
finish now
I need
or in 10 minutes?
Yeah, I ready to finish now so I can get ready and prepare
Okay.
everything to it. But it was really nice to talk to you today, and hopefully we can talk more in the future in
Okay,
another
Breno.
opportunity.
Okay, thank you so much for coming and I hope you have a nice week.
You
Okay?
too. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.